Right then, hi there, everybody. I know another random notification that you'll have had that we've gone live, and it's a little bit dark here, and I think I might just try and turn the lights up a little bit, so at least then you can see my highly delectable face. Yes, I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update because we've got ourselves some things that are happening, an additional new couple of guests. So we're looking forward to bringing these onto the show. First things first, thank you so much indeed to everybody who has been taking part and joining in and watching the live streams that we've been doing last month and this month, because I think it's safe to say with only the Bill Sienkiewicz planned episode, the whole thing has just been incredible. Just the guests that we've had on, the people that we've gotten involved. Dan Berry's been really good at helping getting one or two bodies on as well, and just the way that it's all come up together. Considering that I wasn't too sure about what was going to happen when we went twice weekly, but as it happened, it's turned out really, really well. So I've been very encouraged by the way that we've all come together. However, it doesn't stop there. We've got ourselves some great guests on the way. So I just wanted to give you a brief update, especially of a incidental episode. An incidental episode is one which we're doing as like our kind of like our drop-ins, our one-offs, our one-shots, as it were. The incidental episodes are where, for example, we aren't able to get somebody on the Wednesday or the Sunday show, or the Wednesdays and Sunday shows are a little bit booked up, and we want to try and get someone on ASAP, which is what's happening this Tuesday. So I want to kind of give you a bit of an update on something that is going to be added to our show this week. But this is the update for the next week, for the rest of May. And I think it's safe to say it's a cracking little lineup of some amazing people. David Irwin, who's the publisher and CCO of Heavy Metal, he's going to be joining us on this Sunday's show. He's going to be talking about virus, but he's also going to be talking about heavy metal and how that imprint has been coping with the pandemic, and how it's the European element of the whole aspect. We're going to get into a little bit of that, but mostly going to be talking about virus. I think it's going to be a slightly shorter episode than we've had, certainly shorter than the Donny Cates, Megan Hutchinson episode. So that's safe to say. But David Owen, interesting guy, looking forward to talking to him. Dan Berry, one shot, so a what if episode? No, because that's an alternate universe. This is kind of like a drop-in. You could call it one of those satellite issues. You know, when you have your core run, your main title, and these are like the ancillary titles. And that's what we're going to be doing on Tuesday, 26th of May. Now, Christopher Butcher is somebody I've been wanting to get on the show for a while. And as it happens, we will be scheduling a full episode with him in June. We're going to be looking at the dates. We'll try and get him on so we can just sit him down. He was one of the first subjects of one of the first videos I ever put up on the an Englishman in San Diego channel when it came to the panel stuff that I did, because I recorded some panels from the Lakes International Comic Art Festival. Christopher Butcher used to be the roommate of Brian Lee O'Malley, the creator of Scott Pilgrim, so they were good mates. Brian was a guest of Lakes. Christopher was the panel host, and it was a really great panel. Recorded it, got it up, and I still get a fair amount of views to this day because it's a great panel. It's a brilliant spotlight panel. It's what I try to do with the cup of teas. So, Christopher Butcher, he is the organizer of the TCAF Festival in Canada. Now, here's the thing. At the moment, they are running a Kickstarter. They're running a crowdfunding effort. So we're going to do a little bit of a short episode just to promote that and have a bit of a chat with Christopher and about how they are of being affected by the pandemic, because the Kickstarter is regarding there's like a comic book shop, which is kind of like a support shop for the festival. It's a building, it's a shop that's been created almost off the back of the festival, and now the shop is struggling. as they all retailers are at the moment. So going to be interesting to talk to Christopher about that, but we're also going to be promoting the crowdfunding effort that they're putting in to kind of keep the shop going. More about that. That's going to be our usual time, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. GMT. Christopher Butcher. Like I say, we will organize something for June. It's just kind of like working out our schedule for that at the moment. Wednesday, 27th is going to be Ruska Burlingame from comicbook.com and Mike Avelia from Sci-Fi Wire, two great guys who know their pop culture, know the landscape, and will be great to talk to about how the landscape has changed and what the back end is going to look like, considering that everything has just been postponed. The entertainment industry is on a close. When does that reopen? What does that going to look like? How is everything going to get backloaded? Interesting to talk to. Those two guys are going to be great. Hunt for Red October reference. One episode said it. Yeah, one episode only. Yeah, I got it. Sunday, 31st of May, Robin Jones, Mark Jackson. Robin Jones is a independent publisher and cartoonist here in the UK. Award-winning, very, very good indeed. Excellent illustrator. Mark Jackson, same drill. Very much young audience stuff, which he focuses on. So it's very much cartooning, but he also is the organizer of Mac Pow. So it's going to be a little bit of an interesting UK-based show for Sunday the 31st, but it's good to have one of those every once in a while. So looking forward to talking to them. All in all, a fantastic lineup. Really looking forward to talking to all of these guys. That's what we've got lined up for May. Just to let you know what we've got for June, we already have, I mean, there's a lot of TBAs there, isn't there? There's a lot of TBAs, but we are lining people up. There's one or two people we're trying to get in place. People we've been reaching out to, trying to reach out to Gail Simone. It's just complete timetable for her because she's incredibly busy. David Dashamalian, trying to get him on. That's going to prove interesting as well because he's also ramping up one or two projects of his own. It's whether he can, when he can come on. Who else have I been talking to? I've been kind of communicating. Still trying to get Tom King on. Tom King is proving not problematic, but you know, every once in a while he talks to us and then he just disappears off the face of the earth. So trying to get him up and running. Trying to get Cat Fox on again from Comic Sketch Art. That kind of fizzled off. I mean, we promised that before Christmas, but we'll see if we can get that up and running again. Michael Marisi, I've been trying to get hold of. I've been trying to get Todd Stashwick. Wouldn't mind trying getting Todd Stashwick on. So talking to him at the moment. All in all, trying to line up the guests for next month. But the names that we've definitely got for now: Louise Saul, who is a UK cosplayer. She also writes for a number of cosplay publications. Looking forward to talk to her. Dan Berry, get Tom King's doppelganger. You know what? I think that would just wind everybody up. So I think I'll just stick with who I'm trying to get hold of. But I got the joke. I get it. Sunday the 7th of June. Now, we were going to be just talking to Tina Gann. And it's going to be awkward or interesting to see how we're going to organize that episode. Because Tina is in Singapore. It's going to be like 2 o'clock in the morning when we go live. Tina's a good friend of the show. She's got a great perspective on the Asian market and what's going on over there. Obviously, they are getting struck, if not more so than we are. It's just proving, yeah, it's an interesting landscape to look at. Tina's going to talk to us about that. Just generally a great person to talk to. She's always a great guest. But as it happens, we've also got ourselves somebody else who's going to be joining us, Fred Van Lente, who is an amazing writer. I interviewed him for his book, The Con Artist, at MCM London a year and a half ago. Very interesting guy to talk to. Again, somebody else who knows the industry, knows it well, knows the landscape, and it's just going to be an interesting conversation, I think. Fred Van Lente, Tina Gann, that's going to be Sunday, the 7th of June. And then on Wednesday, the 10th of June, we've got Alex Packnadell, a writer who, frankly, for me, is somebody I've been paying attention to for a while. If you do not have him on your radar, do it now. Start following him because he's one of those stratospheric kind of guys. He's one of those. He's someone to keep a very close eye on. That's Alex Packnadell. That's going to be on Wednesday, the 10th of June. And that is our lineup for now. But once again, just a reminder, David Irwin this Sunday, and our incidental episode, a drop-in, one-off. We're going to be talking to Christopher Butcher, not necessarily about the TCAF Festival, but he is the organizer of that. But we're all going to be talking about the crowdfunding effort that he's got currently going for the satellite comic book shop, which supports the TCAF Festival. Interesting to talk to him, just generally. I think he's a very cool dude. So there we go. That's our lineup. Hopefully you can join us for the shows. 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. GMT. Oh, there you go. Hacking Tim Seeley. Would love to. I'd love to get Tim on. Tag him. Go on then. Let's invite him on. And we'll go from there, because I've been messaging people who follow me and follow back. Tom King does. And he's not responding. It's so frustrating. But there we go. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hopefully you can join us for Sunday. David Irwin from Heavy Metal. That's 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. GMT for this week's Talking Con, a cup of tea with an Englishman in San Diego. I'll see you soon.